All right, guys. Well, welcome to just a quick little update video here. We are pre-season. Just wanted to do this little video here before season actually started. Down at one of the properties here. Just wanted to give you guys a little sneak peek of what I got coming up here this season so far. Down here, we're just a couple weeks out from season, about a month out here, and want to come down here and just get things a little more primed for the start of season. Basically, what I'm gonna be focusing on is got this one buck here, a nice little drop tine. Got a lot of character, just different from a lot of bucks that I've hunted. Got a lot of mass. I think he's got eight points on his left side. Big crab claws with drop tine. If you guys watched my videos in the past, I actually picked up his sheds last year around muzzleloader season. Primarily going to be focused on him, especially at the beginning of the season. On this property that it's less than 100 acres. Some people know about some of the other pieces that I hunt, but not a lot of people know about this property that I'm on here with this drop tine buck. Basically, yeah, I'm gonna be trying to go after him. This property, he's pretty big homebody, so I feel good about my chances, especially beginning of season. Last year, he was in the 150 plus range, but he just put on so much character. He's not a huge frame deer compared to some of the bucks that I have on camera currently. But basically, you're gonna see I'm in this little gas plot. It doesn't look like much, but I actually sprayed and planted this with Vitalize seed, and I'm just trying to check it out now. It's just been 2 weeks, and but basically this buck, I got some food plots planted for him, and unfortunately, even though I don't like to do this, but this is the way of hunting in Ohio anymore, it seems, is hard putting out some corn for him. I hate doing that. I hate hunting like that, and I actually hunt about 2 hours from home, and I can only get down here at the most every weekend, and I usually can't even keep up with how much that they eat the corn. So I can put all the corn that I want, but it barely helps. And the way that the state of Ohio is anymore with hunting, all my neighbors, they all bait hardcore, and they can bait as much as they want because they live here. But with me living so far away, I can put bait down, and by the time I come back to hunt it, it's usually gone. So unfortunately, I hate doing that, but you kind of have to if you want to keep this big deer off the neighbors, because he'll go right to their corn. That's just how it is, and I hate that Ohio has become that type of hunting. I hate hunting over corn. I'd rather be as natural as possible, but anymore, if you want to keep deer on your property, that's what you have to do. So just trying to compete with the neighbors here a little bit, but I got some food plots out, got some planted, but basically I'm just making sure the stands are ready here, and we're gonna give it a try. Got some other bucks on camera that most years I'd be perfectly fine with harvesting, but a buck like this doesn't come around all the time, especially down here. So I'm gonna try my best to go for him. Just to give you a little preseason update of what I got going on here. I'll post some pictures of them, and hopefully you guys can follow along if you want to. You can like and subscribe and follow along with how this season goes, and hopefully I'll put him down or something. But definitely gonna be focused on him for the most part here, especially at the beginning of the season. So all right, guys, well, here I am again. I'm being real quiet because I'm really close to some bedding here. This is the only other spot that I'm really going to key on here for the beginning of the season. If you're watching my videos, this is actually where I shot my buck last year. And you can see this little lane here. We'll walk over to it, but there's a nice looking scrape right here. This is the early season spot. We got bedding on both sides of the ridge here. There's some white oaks right here. You'll see there's a couple on the ground, not many. We had some high winds the last 2 days, and some have fallen, so I don't know how many. I can't really tell how many are actually up in a tree. But this is just one spot I'm gonna focus on here. There's a nice like mainframe 10 point with a split brow, good buck. I passed him last year, like 2 days before, or just a couple days before I shot my buck last year in this spot. So I'm hoping to pick him up here. I picked him up down lower closer to some hay fields. So I'm hoping to pick him up here. I know he did frequent this area last year. But got the camera set up. I had the same camera system set up here last year, and actually I'm on private land, but I'm close to public, and it actually got stolen from this tree last year. They ripped out the battery and stole the camera, snipped like the cord. But you know, I don't know, you know, somebody in public, I don't know if they were tracking a deer or what, but they found it. Also, my blind up here had an old set of sheds in the blind that were to kind of just use for ratting antlers. They actually got in the blind and stole the sheds as well. They must not be very good shed hunters if they had to steal 2 crappy old antlers. Whatever. But you know, if somebody who, you know, I don't know who did it, but whoever did it, if you're watching this video, please try it again. Try it again, trust me. But yeah, so I'm really only got two spots set up because I'm mostly focused on that other buck at the other property. But this buck is kind of like a backup plan. Good spot for north wind. The other stand site is mostly, you know, the wind out of your southwest, which is your prevailing wind. This is more north. You know, early season cold fronts are big, and a lot of times you'll get north winds with those cold fronts. So that's something to think about. If you're setting up spot for early season, you know, you want to rely on deer moving. You know, most of the time it's a cold front, or usually you get north winds with cold fronts. So that's something to think about when you're picking your stand locations and what wind is best for your stands. Is if you're relying on cold front, you might want to think about, you know, your north wind. So, all right, I'll walk over this scrape real quick. So this is it here. It's rained out pretty good, but this is the historical scrape that I've hunted for years. White oaks right here, but this scrape here has produced tons of pictures. It gets hit almost year round. Obviously they don't always scrape it, but you know, they'll hit the licking branch a lot. So yeah, just an old historical scrape area, scrape location. You can see they chewed off that right there. Can't even focus on it. Let's see if we can see any oaks though. So you can see just a few. There's one. There's one. I saw another one here. There's a couple. There's still just a couple white acorns that have fallen since this big high wind that we had. But yeah, so I can't tell how much more is up in there. Can't really see with the sun and everything, but hopefully they start raining here at the beginning of the season. Alright guys, so that's pretty much going to wrap it up for me for this little preseason video. Pretty short, nothing too crazy, nothing too exciting. But, you know, like I said, if you want to follow along, go ahead and subscribe. And, you know, follow along throughout the season. Maybe giving some more updates as the season goes along and just see how everything goes. So, yeah, instead of me usually just waiting to post a video of me shooting a buck, I might try to keep this more updated a little bit throughout the season. So, all right, guys. Well, good luck to you out there. We're real close to season. You know, I hope everybody kills their biggest buck ever. But if not, just get out and enjoy the outdoors. All right, guys. Talk to you later.